Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I've got today is the Smith & Wesson Model 12. Now, the Smith & Wesson Model 12 is basically a 2-inch square butt Model 10 Smith & Wesson revolver. But it is, in fact, a Model 12. It is airweight. It is an aluminum alloy frame. Now, this guy, and this has got the flat latch on it. This one's probably made in the 1950s. This is a 5-screw setup. It has the screw up here in the front of the trigger guard, which makes it a 5-screw gun. This gun started out being a prototype gun for Air Force trials between Colt and Smith & Wesson in an attempt to create an airweight gun for air crews, bomber pilots and so forth, to have a sidearm in case they got shot down, or in the case of strategic bombers, you know, to if you had a crew that went off under stress, you know, another crew member could take care of that. Okay, just the same reason why silo crews carry sidearms. They ain't for anybody breaking in there. They for if somebody goes off in there. Okay, so what they did was they first come out with this gun as a prototype gun for Air Force trials, and the first ones had alloy cylinders, and that didn't work out very well, to tell you the truth. And the Air Force backed off of Smith & Wesson and both Colt, you know, for some reason or another. They were getting tired of carrying big, bulky 1911 style 45s, you know, and they wanted something else. And I'm not sure what they actually settled on. I'm not sure if bomber crews currently carry sidearms or not, just to tell you the truth. But in the 1950s, it was a thing. They manufactured this gun all the way up to, they manufactured this gun all the way up to the 1980s. It was a fairly popular gun because it offered you a 2-inch barrel revolver with relatively light weight for everyday carry and a capacity of 6 rounds of .38 special. So it was like the old FBI special, you know, the Model 10-3 or so forth, that guys liked them because they didn't weigh very much compared to other guns, and they held 6 rounds of ammunition instead of 5. So we've got one on this from the Apache Armaments collection, and we're going to give it a try here. Now, it is in every way just like the Model 10-3 2-inch barrel Model 10 .38 special, with the exception that it's alloy, that it's lightweight. And we're going to give it a try, and I'm going to shoot 12 rounds. I've got an old EZ2C target down there, and I've got some .38 special remanufactured ammunition because Walmart has dropped handgun ammunition, put it on sale here locally, and everybody swooped in there and bought it, and now I can't get any. And I'm not going to buy any from them anyway. I'll go somewhere else. But we're going to try this ammunition right here. This is 158 grain, semi-wide cutter, target round. Give me some ear mufflers on. We're going to find out at 30 feet what kind of practical accuracy this gun has. 6-on double action. Six-on double action. Get them out there. Them over there. Find the 6 more over here. Find the us 6 more. Get us 6 more. Six on single. Let's go down here and look at our practical accuracy. See how this gun shoots at 30 feet. Or how I shoot it. That's the real question. How I shoot it. I was 12 in a pretty nice little 7-inch group with one flyer out over here. That's pretty good practical accuracy at this range from a 2-inch barrel 38 special revolver. That's not bad at all. So this gun was probably made in the late 1950s, early 1960s. I didn't run the serial number to see when it was actually produced. These guys are a fairly unique gun, just in the, as far as it is that they're airweight. These guns are not plus P rated. It has a pinned barrel. Anytime you see a Smith & Wesson revolver has a pinned barrel in it, it's not plus P rated, alloy frame or not. Okay. Of course, if you carried this gun today, you can get what's called standard velocity ammunition in centerfire revolver, you know, like hydroshocks and so forth, in the standard velocity. This gun has got, because it's alloy, it's picked up a little bit of wear here and there. In the typical places that you would expect to see a gun with finish wear on it. Typically on the front of the frame, where the frame meets the barrel, around the sharp edges of the battery face, you know, around the trigger guard and so forth, where it's been in and out of holsters a lot. It's got a lot of holster wear on the cylinder. This gun is in about 80% condition. The stocks are in really good shape. It doesn't suffer from any kind of roll by and has a nice tight lockup. Overall, the gun is in excellent condition, even given that it's, you know, in 80-85% condition. Value of this gun on the current used market is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $400 to $425. It is somewhat collectible even in this condition. And it's an overall gun, and it, you know, it's a good 6-shot 2-inch caliber 2-inch barrel revolver for personal defense and for duty. I mean, you know, I'm guarding the federally licensed processor plant, and this is what I'm carrying. So, you know, it's a serviceable low impact duty weapon and a good personal defense gun. Well, that's about the size of it. The old Smith & Wesson Model 12 airweight 2-inch 5-shot 38. Pretty unique gun. All right then. Like, take, share, commentate, subscribe. Leave me no dollar in the Patreon bucket on the way out the door. If you can't do that, I won't feel terribly bad about it, and I'll just keep right on making content for you. Y'all have a good day. We'll see y'all.